Hey, how's it going, YouTube? This is the homie Smooth Cat, riding with Colossal Boxing Talk, and I'm featured with.
Your boy John G from Colossal Boxing Talk as well.
And today we have an interview with Montell Griffin. How you doing, champ?
I'm doing fine, man. Thanks for asking.
Cool.
How about yourself?
Hey, I'm all good. I'm smooth as always. Not only is it the name, but it's how I'm doing.
That's cool again.
JG.
Okay, champ, I got a question for you. I'm gonna start it off. I know firsthand as an ex-athlete myself, you know how hard it is, like coping with not competing at a high level anymore. So what are some of the things that you do to kind of help cope with that? Do you do any mentoring, coaching?
I did a program in Chicago called After School Matters, to try to help the kids out. But on myself personally, I try to stay in the gym, get the bag. I still spar a little bit. I try to run. I got a little frustrated because I strained my Achilles tendon the last week, so I'm not doing too good. So I'm trying to wait for that to heal up so I can get back out there and keep running. I just don't want to, get fat and just give up. But it's frustrating not being able to compete at a high level. And also, I'm at 44 years old now. My body's starting to break down, so that's kind of frustrating too.
Okay, now with that being said, are you considering like becoming a trainer in boxing, or is it just like if it happens down the line, it happens?
Huh?
Yeah.
Am I considering what?
I said, are you considering becoming a trainer in professional boxing down the line, or is it just like?
That's something I would like to do. I kind of got myself in a situation where I ended up becoming a sheriff here in Chicago, so I really don't have the time that I would like. But I do want to find that diamond in the rough and polish them up and turn them to a style.
Okay. Hey, I like the sound of that. An ex-athlete who's willing to put the time and invest in the younger generation to bring them to potential greatness themselves. I like that in you, man. Hey, I respect that.
Oh yeah, no problem. Thank you.
JG.
I mean, it's just in my blood. I've been in the gym my whole life, so I just see myself being in boxing for the rest of my life. But I was training a few amateur boxers. I was doing a lot of personal training. Things kind of slowed down a little bit, but I wait for them to start picking back up.
Okay. JG?
And this is kind of a follow-up question to you've been in the gym like your whole life. Now, if I'm somebody that just picked up boxing, I'm looking at your measurables, and I see 5'7", 70-inch reach, and you fought light heavyweight. I mean, you fought some two pretty big guys. Like, I mean, is that something that was just God-given, or
no, like I said, I was in the gym as a kid watching Muhammad Ali, and I picked up a lot of things from him. I picked a lot of things from Dirty Joe, Willie Pep, Sugar Ray Robinson, and they was all slick boxers that move around and box on the outside. And at the time, I didn't know I was only going to grow up to be 5'7". Just so happened when I came back, I quit boxing when I was 12. When I came back at 21 years old, that's all I know how to fight. I wasn't with Joe Frazier and Mike Tyson type. I was a boxer, so I boxed all the tall guys.
Go ahead, Mike.
Okay. Now, with that being said, to kind of go into your pro career a little bit, now, you one of the only guys to hold 2 wins over James Toney. Now, there's still a lot of people who dispute those wins. Do you how do you respond to the people who say that James Toney was robbed?
I'm not worried about what they fans. They talking with their heart, not their head. If you watch the fight, I worked in the first fight and the second fight. I gained a boxing lesson, so I'm not really worried. I mean, all boxers know when they get in the ring and they don't deserve a decision. And I know the first time I worked him, all three judges gave me the last 3 rounds on all 3 scorecards, and that's what pulled the fight out. I'm not gonna sit and say I beat the man bad or I outboxed him. I worked him. I just out hustled him. I'm inexperienced, so I just use my conditioning and my athletics. I mean my being staying busy as the reason I wanted to fight the second fight. I hit the man. I was throwing 4, 5 punch combinations at the time, so they look up to James Toney. That's their hero, but I'm not worried about it. I know there's no way in hell I want to see the fight.
JG.
Hey, champ, one of my memories of following boxing is I remember I became a fan of Roy Jones growing up off of the second fight with you, and like that was probably like I was in grade school. I was just watching, never really knew boxing. I heard this guy named Roy Jones Jr. Never really saw him, and then I fell in love with the sport based on that fight alone. So I'm happy to be talking to you right now. But one thing that I have noticed is that you guys kind of have some kind of a frenemy type of relationship. Like, is it like you guys just throwing jabs at each other, or is that like a real beef there?
I mean, I saw Roy at Floyd's last fight against Madonna. I guess we cleared the air. I mean, Roy was a great fighter. A star on TV, works at HBO, so he has a mic, and he can say what he wants to say, which is going to outdo me, because all I'm doing is talking to people, maybe a little Facebook, but, I mean, it's the past, it's over. The first fight, you know what I'm saying, I beat Roy. Even though 2 judges had him winning, I was beating the man. I know I was. He got credited for a knockdown that didn't occur. But, he hit me when I was down. I was just frustrated. He had never been in a ring. A guy like me, and second fight, I don't got no shame to say that HBO rushed me out there, didn't let me warm up because they wanted to make sure I got a title. But it's the past. I mean, I don't even worry about it no more. There's no way nothing I can do about it. But I would love to fight Roy a third time. He promised me a third fight for 10 years and never, came through with it. But it's the past. It's over. I'm 44 years old. I'm just trying to live, stay healthy, and be happy with my life.
Okay, now, go ahead, Gigi.
No, I was just saying it's up to you.
Okay. Okay. Now, with that being said, is in your career, who do you feel was the hardest puncher you ever faced?
Alright, like no without a doubt. Roy Jones can't even punch hard. I mean, I got hit in the first round cold without warming up, and my body and mind wasn't prepared, and I couldn't get up. I couldn't continue, but it is what it is. There's no comparison. Ray Langston punch power to anybody else who I've been in the ring with. I had 59 pro fights. I know I could take a punch, and Roy Jones' fight was the only fight I couldn't continue. So it was just something that happened. It's all politics and part of the game. So like I said, it's over. Don't let it bother me. It just let me know how good I was. That they didn't want me to be 100%.
Okay.
Well, I won't follow up with that because it's pretty interesting because, on our shows, we always talk about how HBO kind of has a slant. You said you being a part of that firsthand, like, what do you think the stance of HBO is in your mind as an ex-fighter and a fan of boxing right now? Like,
if you're an HBO fighter, if you sign with HBO, it's perfect for you. But for me, I was a guy who wasn't signed with HBO, and I suffered from it. I mean, if you look at the 2 James Toney fights, the commentating was terrible. They tried to brainwash you into thinking Toney was doing something that he wasn't. And like I said, the second Roy Jones fight, I was rushing to the ring without even warming up. I mean, how can they change the time of the fight and not tell the champion? But like I said, it is what it is.
Okay, now the next thing I say is it a fighter in boxing today who reminds you of yourself, and if so, who is it?
Well, I look at Sean Porter. He's a short guy who fights a lot of taller guys. I mean, he a banger. He can punch better than I can punch. But he also, he boxing outside, and it was a pleasure of meeting him and his father. And I'm telling you that they took a lot of my style to invest in Sean so he can be successful. But I mean, it ain't really too many short fighters out there that box like me. It ain't really too many short fighters out there that box like me in history. So it's really hard to compare myself to somebody. But Sean Porter is one of the guys who his father actually came and introduced himself to me and told me that they copied a lot of my style. So that's an honor.
Go ahead, JJ.
Okay. So, I mean, people who've been following you and do their due diligence would know that you're a pretty accomplished amateur boxer, going through the Olympics and all of that type of stuff. So my question to you is, how do you feel, are you a fan of the VADA and USADA testing implementation? And also, what other things do you think can be done to better ensure an even playing field?
Well, my amateur career really is not that long or deep. I had 30 amateur fights when I made the Olympic team. I ended up fighting the medal round against Torsimaya and got robbed on national TV. But I know a lot of guys that cheated, that get caught taking steroids in amateur and the pros. And I feel everybody should be on a level playing field. I mean, just to name a few. I mean, Roy Jones, which I ain't taking nothing away from him, but it's just for him to fail a steroid test, that makes you, raise the eye to saying, was he taking it when he fought me? So it's another thing that you think about. So yeah, I think everybody should be on a level playing field.
I agree with that statement. Hey, now I want to ask you about something. It was I think a recent interview I saw you in, and I believe it was with Ellie Seckback, if I'm exact. And I believe you said Canelo Alvarez was the slickest Mexican fighter you ever saw.
He's the slickest fighter. I mean, if you want to bring up Ricardo Lopez and Salvador Sanchez, I have never seen neither one of them drop their hands, land the ropes, and slip 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 punches at a time. I've never seen a Mexican do that in my life. I've been around boxing since I was 3, 4 years old. I watched all the greatest fighters, and I just respect the 23-year-old kid. He went in the ring, got in the ring, fought Floyd, probably too soon in his career, and came in with a catch weight. So I don't even hold that fight against Floyd, but fights against Shane and Trout and Lara and all the other guys that fought in Gulo. And I can't wait to see this kid, for the rest of his career. He can't do nothing but get better. Like I said, I won't bite my tongue. He's the slickest fighter I've ever seen, the slickest Mexican I've ever seen.
Okay. Now, now we're saying that. I mean, okay, that's like Canelo's now. He's potentially going to fight Miguel Cotto. So, if that fight happens, how do you see it playing out?
I think that'd be a good fight. I think I got all the respect in the world for Canelo. But I've seen him banged out before. Even if my career was cheating or whatever, he's been banged out before. I think it's a better fight for him right now than fighting a full-fledged middleweight because Cotto is just kind of moving up the weight too. I don't think he knows he fought at 160 beside Martinez. And I just feel the age difference will make a difference around 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I think Canelo could do it all. He's slick, good boxer, decent jab when he wants to, and he can punch. I like when he put his 4, 5 punch combinations together. And I just think his age will make a difference later on in the fight. And I will be looking forward to seeing that fight.
Hey, I'll be looking forward to it too. And like you say, Canelo is very cerebral in the ring. That's one of the things I like about him the most. JG?
Yeah, before I answer this question, I agree with everything you said about Canelo. Mike can tell you, we deep film study on Canelo, I see exactly what you see. He's definitely not your average Mexican boxer. I mean,
never seen a Mexican fighter fight like this kid.
Like they always bring Broner up when they're talking about Floyd, but I think Canelo's closer to Floyd with his style than Broner is to me. I mean, that's the way I see it.
I can't compare nobody to Floyd. I mean, his father made the style up, and he ran with it better than any fighter. Rolling away with the shoulder roll and all that. Broner don't fight nothing like Floyd to me. He tried, but he don't have Floyd legs. He don't have Floyd defense. You know what I'm saying? He's not busy, even though Floyd is not busy as he used to be as a smaller fighter. There's no comparison with Floyd to Broner. And I think Canelo has his own style because he got a little bit of all. He got a little bit of all. Like I said, I haven't seen him box. I haven't seen him slug. I haven't seen him punch. I haven't seen him drop his hands and good head movement side to side and slip a lot of punches.
Absolutely, his defense has gotten a lot better. But I want to go back to Floyd. You're on a record with the Ellie Seckback interview saying that Floyd is the best out. But we all know that with the wrong matchup, anybody can be beat. So who do you think poses a style that could possibly be thrown out?
I mean, the part that cracked me up is people are always saying, if Floyd would have fought this guy, if Floyd would have fought this guy, if Floyd would have fought this guy. But all them guys got 2 or 3 losses. You know what I'm saying? That's the part that everybody always talking about if Floyd would have fought him. Floyd is undefeated. I mean, Floyd is a chameleon. He adapted styles better than anybody ever seen. I've been around boxing my whole life. If Floyd got a problem with somebody round 2, round 4, round 5, he got it figured out. I mean, I look at like legend. Muhammad Ali is the greatest fighter in the world to me, but he didn't adapt to styles because it's Floyd. Ray Leonard didn't stop adapting styles because it's Floyd. I think Floyd Mayweather is in the same category as Pernell Whitaker. They made fights so easy that they never got the credit they should have got. They beat fighters so easy that people just didn't understand it. So that's how I look at Floyd. Floyd's toughest fights are just guys who throw a lot of punches. Not because they beating them up or, like Castillo. I was at that fight. De La Hoya fight was a good fight. Colo fight. I thought it was close. I was at that fight. I thought it was close, so I watched the tape of it. But he did catch Floyd some shots. So I think Castillo and De La Hoya probably, to me, the 2 closest fights. The first one down a fight, Floyd fought his style, fought his type of fight. So it may look like it was close, but he really enjoyed. But the guys out here right now, Thurman, who I'm sure will be up for a fight like that. He got the opportunity to fight for, but I wasn't impressed with his last showing, which that don't mean nothing. But right now with Floyd being 37, 38 years old, these young, the big welterweights like Thurman and Porter, guys like that, Brooke, they'll probably give some problems because they size. He's fighting a lot of the guys who came up to 140. But as far as styles right now, I think it's safe to say he could fight 2 more fights and retire without losing. Amir Khan fought a hell of a fight against Devin Alexander, so I could see Khan attack Alvarez's last 2 fights, and go out 49-0. So, anybody can lose, but right now, I don't see nobody in boxing right now that'll give him a real big chance of losing unless he goes to 160, which would be dumb because he walked around at 147.
Arthur, because Floyd Mayweather is definitely one of the more gifted, pure boxers I've seen. But what I want to ask you this for you. Now I'm gonna kind of go back to your fighting days, but it's not in your fighting days. If there was any fighter in history who you could have fought, any light heavyweight in history you could have fought, who would it be and why?
Virgil Hill and Mike McCallum. 2 Hall of Famers. I sparred with Mike 1,000 times, and I think I fought in the second greatest era light heavyweights in history behind Michael Spinks and Quawi and Saad Muhammad and all them. And I just think Virgil Hill, like I said, Virgil Hill, Michael Gallup, two Hall of Famers who I felt, you know what I'm saying, you know, I could have did very good against. And I never got the opportunity to fight them because, like I said, we was all in the same era. Michael Spinks is my favorite light heavyweight ever, so I would never want to fight him.
Okay. JG, you got a last question?
Yeah, I got one more question. I say Colossal Boxing Talk have been kind of flirting with the idea of, I guess, you know, trying to help boxers after they're done with the sport. We've looked into, you know, some of the unions that they have, like for other major sports, like, you know, NHL, NBA, and how they have the players unions that kind of, you know, helps with retirement and stuff. How do you feel about like a boxing union to kind of, you know, help take care of boxers?
The government, somebody should take over, appoint a commissioner, get these purses taken. I mean, basically, the championship, the fee, the belt fee, and all that is crazy to me. But I just feel somebody needs to take over and get these pensions and, you know, things set up to help these fights. I mean, you got to think, right? Besides football, boxing is the only sport that, you know, guys are mentally hurt. You know what I'm saying? 15, 20 years later, you know, baseball, basketball, they might not be doing good financially, but these guys have taken punishment and given their lives and for everything for these fans to cheer and everything. And, you know, they not doing well. I mean, like every time you have like a reunion and you see all the greats that you look up to, and you know, you haven't been around a guy for a while, you notice that they not, you know, they not the same. That boxing has damaged them, and most of them will tell you that they wouldn't change it for the world. So I just think something should be set up for attention for these fighters, man, being you know, we get something in return for everything they gave all the fans.
Okay, I'm done, Mike.
Okay. Well, Montell, we want first off, we want to thank you for granting us this interview. We truly appreciate you. I was a fan of yours I'm definitely a fan of yours during your career, and like I say, I wish you nothing but the best. With training, with getting your leg better, and with any other future endeavors you decide to partake in. So, like I said, Colossal Boxing Talk wishes you the best, man.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, Montell, have a good night.
All right, you too. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you. Y'all too. Both of y'all.
All right, YouTube, this is going to be the end of the video. Hopefully you guys hit that like button, leave your comments in the comments section. Definitely will get back to you at our earliest convenience. And like I said, hit the subscribe button, keep showing Colossal Boxing Talk support, and we're going to keep bringing you guys exclusive interviews and breakdown videos and all other good stuff. Go over to Facebook, hit that like button on Colossal Boxing Talk page. Go to Twitter and Instagram, and you can follow us at Colossal CBT. This is Smooth Cat.
This is JG, John G.
And we out. Peace.